Hi, my name is Aaron. I'm a junior in grade 11 at Summit Club, and the club that I'm leading with another person is called Young Dreamers, and it's basically a global youth empowering program that is it's located in different chapters or different high schools around in different schools around the world, and they're basically encouraging teens, or in this case high schoolers, to do community service and like help out their locals and communities. um yeah, and being one of the chapter leaders, it's during quarantine, obviously everything's virtual, so having everyone having everyone part of the club to come join our meetings, which are we have weekly meetings, is a little bit tough. um, but we do host like weekly meetings to talk about um, like events that we plan to do, like a community garden or a trash cleanup or a collaboration that we may want to do with, say, like other high schools such as Everest or Kenyatta. Um, and yeah, that's basically it.
And how did you start this club? Or
Um, yeah, I personally I joined this club when I was in middle school, but the club at YDN, the YDN club at Summit, has been around for a long time. It's been there since Summit started, and I joined it in my freshman year.
nice. So how have you guys been handling the club virtually?
So virtually, it's been, tough since everyone's at home, and since they're always in front of their computers. Um, there's always a lot of distractions. So we try to get as many people as we can to come to our weekly meetings, but it's kind of tough because of the distractions, and sometimes it's hard to present even something to talk about during meetings, because with all the stay at home, there's like not much to do outdoors.
So you do you what other clubs are you a part of? And
I'm also part of the running club, and basically we run usually. I mean, the running club was originally supposed to be the cross country team, but since there are no sports this year, and sports everything sports related has been closed. Um, the running club is basically a conditioning team, and we practice running out every other Sunday at Bedwell Bayfront, and we run around the park, which is roughly around like just over 2 miles every other Sunday. Yeah,
nice.
that.
Um, so if school opens up later this year or next year, how will you like to incorporate YDN as well as like any other clubs that you're part of, like the running club? How would you incorporate it into more of an in-person thing?
Um, well, if school does open up, for our YDN club, we'll definitely be looking forward to getting more hands-on and getting back together with other schools and doing more in-person work, whether it be like trash cleanups or bayland restorations, or just any local community service in general, which right now we are still looking for. Um, but yeah, I think that's like the biggest opportunities that we would look for if everything opens back up.
Um, so what would you say is significant about YDN and as well as the running club? What would you say like is significant about it? What do you like about it? And why should people go?
Um, what I do. Oh, sorry. Well, I do like that everyone in both either clubs, they all have a lot of bright minds, and usually if we're struggling to come up with the idea to do something, um like if we're going to do community service, say for example, then like what kind of community service we could do and where, then usually someone in the group has a pretty good idea, and we all like work together and we process it together, and it turns out being pretty good, and we end up doing it. That's like the best thing about both clubs. Most recently, we had a collaboration, the YDN club and the running club, where we did a trash cleanup at the Bedwell Bayfront, where we have our runs at the running club, and we picked up over almost three pounds of trash. So that went pretty well.
So like for more of the sports, I know that you like to play sports. You play basketball, baseball, right? Volleyball.
Yes.
You played a lot of sports.
Yeah, I play a lot of sports.
So with physical fitness, how do you recommend people, especially students at summer prep, at home to like do their own physical activity? Which I know you kind of started the running club for that purpose. So how would you say like during this time what we should do at home?
Um, well, I mean, I would highly recommend joining the running club. Because our runs only take place every other week, which I'm sure it's more flexible for everyone at home. And, even if you don't want to join, you can find any opportunity, any free time you have at home to just take a walk or run outside your living area, and it doesn't even have to be for a long period of time. So I mean, as long as you get the blood flowing, that's already very good. So
And is there anything else that you would like to address with your clubs if you want to plug in your clubs? Um,
uh, not really. No, I think that's it. Yeah.
okay. Okay. All right. Well, I guess that's it for this interview. This is Aaron. He's an 11th grader at Center Prep. Um, and if you want to join the running club and the YDN club, um, just let them know.